Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Breaking Bets, episode 14, Halloween edition. Boys,
Shake and bake, baby.
Shake and bake. We got
Scorpion
over here, and then I'm just a good old cowboy.
He's Matthew McConaughey from Dallas Buyers Club.
Got the belt buckle and everything.
You don't have the boot.
I don't. I was wearing the boots yesterday, though, so I didn't want to wear them today, to be
Can't even
honest.
see our feet, I don't think.
Yeah, so for all you perverts trying to look at my feet, not there. Yeah, good weekend, boys. Good. We went partying a little. You know, had a good time. I had a few drinks. I haven't been drinking a lot lately, but I have lost 14 pounds because of that. So
There you go.
Let's go.
yeah. NFL trumped college this week, and I think they have trumped college back-to-back weeks, and NFL is showing why they are king again.
Yes, sir. In my eyes, NFL trumps it all the time. I'm not a big college guy, but
I mean,
I respect it.
but you don't watch college, so like you don't know what's going on in the college world. I promise you, like the first 6 weeks at least, college was trumping NFL every single week. This week and last week, though, NFL has trumped it. And they probably will for the next few weeks because there's not too many great college games the next couple weeks until we hit the championship weekends and the bowls. But yeah, crazy week of NFL, boys. We got some upsets, some teams that are rising, some teams that are falling, and let's just dive right into it, man. I mean, I know we had NBA and all that stuff, not big headlines from that. So let's hop into NFL this weekend today.
Celtics 2-0 for NBA.
Celtics are 2-0.
Celtics are the balls.
Yes. All right, first game. We got the Eagles 38, Commanders 31. That was a push.
It was an absolute shootout, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to give the Eagles too much crap for, obviously keeping it close. I mean, the Commanders, I think they had a lead a good portion of the game. But the Commanders always play the Eagles pretty close. So it's I can't really give too much shit for the Eagles, playing bad. All that matters at the end that they won. I mean, realistically, they won by 2 touchdowns because the last Commanders touchdown was a garbage time one.
The fake tush push to the DeAndre Swift touchdown was
Oh, yeah,
massive.
that was fire.
That was crazy. Also, Julio Jones scored.
Dude, he looks like a freaking tight end out there, dude.
No,
He's big. He's big body now.
Yeah. Just got mad fat.
A.J. Brown one-handed catch.
A.J. Brown's nasty.
A.J. Brown set the record, 6 straight games, 125-plus receiving yards.
Yeah, and he got 2 tutties, and those 2 tutties
Insane.
were insane. One was a one-handed grab, and one was literally mossed over 2 defenders, and it was a pass interference. Honestly, there could be an argument made right now that he looks like the best wide receiver in the NFL.
I still think it's Hill.
Exist.
I still think it's probably Hill, but I don't know, the stats that A.J. Brown's putting up this season, it's right up there. Dude.
Oh, no, it's
Well,
unbelievable.
Hill has 150 more yards and 4 more touchdowns.
Yeah, and I mean their play styles are a lot different too. I mean, obviously Tyreek Hill.
I think A.J. Brown's a better true wide receiver, but Hill's just can get the ball and score at any time, at any moment.
Yeah, I mean, I never like to look at it like that because I wouldn't call Tyreek Hill not a true receiver. Because, I think, that's just a fucking attribute that, no one else has, that he's just a fucking nasty wide
I
receiver.
just mean, old school receiver, Randy Moss type.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Randy Moss was a speedster, too.
Yeah, but that dude, mossing people.
We're going to have to update our wide receiver ranking soon.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
But, yeah, A.J. Brown, marking history. I had a good little parlay on this one, too. I had a great day for me betting. Had A.J. Brown over 100 yards. That was a lock. Had A.J. Brown touchdown. Lock. Eagles money line. Lock. And Breece Hall touchdown. Lock. I think it was $10 to win 130. Not bad.
Let's go.
I had a good
Nice payout.
same game parlay in the Pats game, but it lost off one leg. I needed Mostert to get to 50 yards. He ended up 46, but everything else hit. Reek yards, Reek tutty, Waddle yards, Waddle catches, Tua yards, all of it hit except Mostert.
Dude, can we talk about that FanDuel boost? That absolute Lockington?
Yeah, I was gonna get into it a little later, but that was another one that I think did all of us dabble in that?
Yep, I was on it.
I put 50 on it.
50.
Yep, everyone put 50 on it. Shout out Kay Adams, absolute queen, for putting out a FanDuel boost that was Joe Burrow, 200 yards, absolute lock coming off of a bye. And then we got either Christian McCaffrey or Jamar Chase to score a touchdown. And not only did Christian McCaffrey score and tie the NFL record, but Jamar Chase scored also.
And McCaffrey had 2.
So every single part of that parlay was an absolute lock. Free $50 for everyone that took it. If you didn't take it, you're an absolute clown. And, I mean, I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah,
Kay Adams, shout out you, absolute queen. She liked my tweet, too.
Yeah, I know, that's sick.
Yeah.
big shout out.
Yeah, I mean, she liked it, and she was like, all I said was, respectfully, I just want to give you your flowers. So Shams isn't the only one giving her flowers. I'm giving her flowers, too.
Tell her to give us
Yep.
a follow.
I wish.
Future guest on the pod.
100%.
Probably not.
Yeah, I had a bet too. I like doing these every week. I sprinkle $5-10 on them. It's every team in the 1 o'clock slate to hit a field goal. Came one short this week.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
do
why
it.
you got to take the alternate, man. You always got to take the alternate, you know? You went against your own word. Not to mention, we're going to get back to the NFL recap, but I just want to point out, you're a dirtbag.
Me?
No,
Bro,
Nicholas, Scorpion Boy over here.
we're talking about the Chiefs.
I'm talking about 2 days in a row you have screwed me.
My bad.
So, for context, Saturday morning, this kid texts the whole group chat. He says, dude, Miami Heat looking like a lock tonight, dude.
Versus
And I'm
the
like-
Never
Celtics?
said lock.
No, it was
Never
against
said
the
it.
it was against the Timberwolves.
Oh.
And I was like, you know what? I'll ride with Musa because he's always talking about, oh, should have rode with me. And then I rode with him. And then I also took Philadelphia -7. It pushed. Georgia -14.5. Lock. And then the Bruins. Lock. But the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler's out. I'm like, all right, why are you locking it in? Because I had to get it in before the Georgia game. Then I go to Game On. I ask Musik, I'm like, hey, you keeping up with the Heat game? It's pretty close right now. And he goes, nah, I didn't even take it, dude.
What a scumbag.
And then to end the story, the Heat lose the game. The only team that lost in my parlay. And then today, we're at his house watching the games, and the Chiefs are down by, I think it was
down eight.
8
They
at
were
the
down
time.
8.
They were down 8 at the time. He goes, yo, let's lock in Chiefs money line, dude. It's like -125, 133, whatever it was. It was
Yeah.
low 100s.
It was like 130.
And I was like, all right, how much units we going? Let's ride. And he goes, a lot. And I go, all right, fuck it, I'll throw a lot. Broncos go down the field. And then this kid goes, yeah, I cashed out. And then my cash out is unavailable. And then I get screwed because, I mean, we're going to recap this later, but the Chiefs lost.
Oh,
You're a scumbag.
Oh, man. All right, I can. Sorry. Wow, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I can explain on this. So the Miami Heat thing, I never said lock. I said I hit the group chat up. They said, "What are we liking tonight?" I said, "I'm looking at Miami Heat and Bruins."
You don't just say shit.
Looking.
No, you don't.
Looking.
Yeah, you
I
don't-
never
you don't-
said lock it in.
You
I
don't
never
just,
said lock
you
of
don't
the
just
night.
say, like, I'm looking at the Heat. Like, that's
And then I
temptation
waited.
right
I waited a little bit. Jimmy Butler
there. And
gets
you
ruled
never
out.
said anything. You never said anything.
Wait a little bit. That's the point. Never said I locked it in. I never said let's go
But
Heat.
you
Nothing.
brought it up. You brought it to the attention of the group chat.
Yes, he did. No, you don't
Jimmy-
do that shit.
Jimmy Butler gets ruled out. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not taking him.
Yeah, but if Jimmy Butler was questionable for the game, you'd be like, I'm looking at the Heat right now, but I'm not sure because I don't know if Jimmy Butler's playing. No, you just went, I'm looking at the Heat right now. They should have won against the Celtics.
I did say that.
No, they shouldn't have, you scumbag.
Yeah, and they shouldn't have won against the Celtics.
I mean, they were winning for a good portion of the game. But what's it called? And then today with the Chiefs game, they're down 8. We throw it in. We lock it in. The Chiefs start going down the field. We're like, oh, word. 30 seconds later, Mahomes fumbles. Instantly, I was like, yeah, bad vibes. Cashed out. Took the $10 loss. I was like, I mean, it is what it is, but, like, give me my money back.
Scumbag.
And I told him to cash out. It was just unavailable for him for some reason. I don't know. But I took advantage of my cash out.
Scumbag. All right, let's move on.
Wait, out of curiosity, I'm just noticing. Why didn't you just use a cup instead of pouring my water out into a cup and filling that up?
I don't know.
But going back to that field goal bet,
Could give me a dirty cup.
yeah, came one. It was $5 for 120. Came one team short. It was Titans. They got 4 touchdowns, only 28 points, so no field goal for them. Only team, bro, because it wasn't looking too good at first, and then the Jets hit that field goal to push overtime, and I was like, oh shit, is that like every team? And then I was fucking looking at the scoreboard, and yeah, the Titans fucking screwed me. So
That's
it's all
brutal.
good. We're still riding it next week. It's pretty fun. It's like a fun bet. Like you're rooting for every team, pretty much.
No, I
like
know.
every team to hit a field goal.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Rams 20, Cowboys 43.
Adam called it, and he's like the biggest Rams guy. He literally said they're going to get blown out. He's blown out of the water.
Yeah, I fucked up on this one. I should have took double Cowboys. I wanted to, but I was like, I'm no longer on the Rams or Frisky train. I don't think they're a great team, to be honest.
No, me too. And honestly, I just thought it was too big of a spread because the Cowboys haven't looked too great recently. So, but they proved me wrong this week. I should have doubled up on them too.
Dude, what's up with Tony Pollard? Still hasn't scored since week 1.
That guy
I
sucks.
never thought he was like a nasty running back.
Dude, I don't know, in my opinion, he looked so elite last year. He like big
Well, that's 'cause he had
plays.
Zeke,
He looked
like,
so
next to him.
fast, explosive. These explosive runs.
Yeah, he's not.
He drove Zeke out of town.
I just don't think he's like a
Took
30,
over the backfield.
30 carry running back. Like,
Yeah, he's not.
No, he's not, but it's like he would get those big explosive plays, and they're just not there for him this year. I don't know what's going on with him.
it's because they don't really have to do anything on offense. Like Dallas defense just carries them.
Like fucking CeeDee Lamb's getting like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like most of Dallas's wins are like coming off of their defensive scoring. Doesn't seem like. I mean, CeeDee Lamb actually had a crazy game today. I don't know the exact stats. I know he was at least over 150 yards and he had
2.
1 or 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he went crazy.
I think Rams defense was just like played out tired. They were sacking Dak like the whole first 2 drives. Like every play, Dak was getting sacked. I think they were just tired.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Rams are just like not a good team.
Yeah, at this point, they should probably just look for the rebuild.
Maybe a good bad team.
Yeah, a good bad team is the way
Yeah.
to put it.
Trade Cup, let Nakua be the wide receiver 1.
As far as casket talk, like what are the Rams right now? Casket?
Drowning.
Close casket.
Yeah, pretty close to their borderline drowning / in the casket.
I would say close casket.
I think
Closed
they're
casket.
Yeah.
their ceiling on the year.
I don't know if it's
probably-
closed yet. I think they're in it. They're in the casket.
I'd say their ceiling at this point probably like 6-7 wins, but there's not even a point to do that. I think at this point, yeah, like trade Cup and Stafford or something.
I
Honestly,
mean-
go for the full rebuild.
Stafford's thumb looked pretty banged up too. Could be broken.
Yeah.
Dude, his thumb got stuck in the face mask.
Yeah, I saw that.
That looked painful.
Trade Stafford to the Vikings.
Yeah.
Any team, dude.
I would say they're an open casket because they pull together 2-3 wins. Now they're the Undertaker rising up out of the casket. They could be back. But at the moment, another 1 or 2 more losses in a row that we're going to close that shut
Who?
for the Rams.
You'd
the
think they'd
casket.
be better with Cup, but since Cup has been back, they haven't
I know.
looked better.
Yeah.
Cup like shit the bed today.
They were, like,
I thought he was
playing-
going to do something.
They were playing better
Well,
without
let's
Cup.
I had-
look and
I
see
had
who
him up
their
for a
wins are
touchdown, like
against.
2 parlays.
And losing Karen Williams is big for them, though. He looked really good.
Yeah. Surprised I
Hendo.
are.
Dude, they give Royce Freeman the touchdown on the goal line instead of D. Hendo.
I mean, Hendo had
Come on.
more yards, though. So
Yeah, I know. Instead
that's
of
all
D.
that matters.
Hendo, like, come on, dude. Put him in.
Yeah, so I mean, the Rams have lost 2 straight, 1 of the Steelers, 1 of the Cowboys. Their other losses are the Eagles, the Bengals, the Niners.
Jeez, at 5?
Yeah, I mean,
I think they could have
3
beat.
and 5.
I
could've
guess
beat the
I guess all their losses are against like good teams.
Yeah.
So-
Like the Steelers might be the only one you might be able to say they should have beat, but it's the Steelers. Like
No, I
good
think they
coach,
could have
good
beat the
defense.
Bengals. I know that one was a close game. It was like 16-19 or something like that.
Yeah, and
That was when the Bengals were bad.
Prime time, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure like the Cowboys, Eagles, and the other 2 and 2 of the other losses, they're all games like they expected the Rams to lose. So it's not like wow, these guys like suck. They were expected to lose.
Yeah.
Kept it close.
I honestly, though, like, the way they started the season, I thought there was going to be, like, more of a conversation of, like, oh, maybe they are a playoff team. Maybe they could upset some of these teams, but it just seems like they can't at this point.
Yeah, I know. Especially, you would think that, too, with Cup coming back, but...
Exactly. Yeah, so next game, we got the Packers 24. Vikings 24. Packers 10. We're going to start off by saying Kirk Cousins out for the season with an Achilles tear.
Damn.
Absolute heartbreaker for Vikings fans out there after they were getting a little bit on a roll. Justin Jefferson was coming back. Jordan Addison starting to light it up.
Electric.
So, yeah, tough loss for the Vikings.
If they don't make a move for a quarterback, I wouldn't even be surprised if they just shut down Jefferson for the year and just went full tank mode.
You don't want that.
I don't want that. I need him for fantasy, dude.
But I'm out on Green Bay for like ever.
Oh yeah,
Like,
they
I'll,
suck.
I'll never be a Green Bay.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that point. Yeah, Green Bay is just bad.
They're dead, closed casket. There's not even hope.
No, they're buried now.
Yeah, they're buried,
6
yeah.
feet under. They're bad. Jordan Love's bad. They were on the fucking one, dude. Like, I needed A.J. Dillon to score a touchdown to cash one of my parlays, dude. They ran him like 3 times. Guy has like the thickest thighs in the world, but can't move a freaking feather.
Wow.
Dude, Jordan Love looks like Nathan Peterman. Like, he actually looks terrible.
No, yeah, he looks atrocious. He had like 11 passing yards with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Like, that's unheard of.
Yeah, and I kind of want to go back to like the TikTok we posted a while ago, and you mentioned like it was like Jordan Love, Mac Jones, Justin
Mac
Fields.
Jones.
Yeah.
And something, and some of you guys did say, I don't know who, but some of you guys did say Jordan Love. And
I
was
said
like,
Jordan Love.
I was like, let's pump the brakes on that, because he did look good the first like 2 weeks, and then like after that, it's just been a shit
We
show.
gave them 3 weeks in a row to like recover, and they just haven't.
Actually, though, realistically, statistically, Love's probably like still better than Mac on the year, better than Fields.
Definitely, probably better than Mac. I don't know about Fields.
Well, Fields hasn't played in
Yeah,
2 weeks.
that's a good point.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, maybe we just named a whole ton of shit QBs for that one.
Did like 3 bottom tier quarterbacks.
Yeah, it was Mac, Fields, Love, and it was one other guy who I can't think
Purdy.
of who. Yeah, Purdy. Yeah, maybe Purdy. I think it was.
I would
Brock
take
Purdy.
Purdy at this point.
Doing Brock Purdy. Hands down, easily.
I think at this current point in time, I'd say Purdy, but back then I was all over Love.
Yeah. All right, next game. Titans 28, Falcons 23. I say this every fucking week. We don't know what the freaking Titans are because they shit the bed one week and then another week they can just go off. And
Well,
this week they did it with Will Levis at quarterback, and I've been saying it for a couple weeks now. They should be playing Levis, and he showed today the Falcons are a pretty good defense. He lit it up against them. He had 4 touchdowns.
That's 2 more than what Tannehill has on the entire year.
Wow. Talk about a debut.
I think we can find. Well, if Ritter stays out with the concussion, I think we can finally see the Atlanta offense step up to what we want them to be with Heineke. I think they can get the ball on the field way easier now.
They did look better once Heineke went in. Like, they started scoring a little bit more.
Yeah. But I want to say, Levis's arm is unreal, dude. That kid
On
has
his
a
back
fucking
foot.
rocket.
He threw it on his back foot. Dude, it was like a 50-yard bomb.
The funny thing about his passes, too, is, like, they kind of just look like a fuck it, D-Hop's out there somewhere. But, like, he did it, like, time after time where it was like, all right, it seems like that's just what he does.
Mad accurate, too.
Yeah, and they were, like, accurate as shit. And honestly, like, probably the smartest move by a rookie QB is just, like, let me just throw it to our best guy out there and see what he does with it. And that's exactly what he did because D-Hop ripped it up, too.
Yeah,
3
D-Hop went
touchdowns.
crazy.
And they were talking about trading half their team before this game. So
I think at this point, the Titans seem like that team that's like, all right, now we're going to try to go all in and push the chips in. But I don't know.
I think they should. I mean, with Levis at quarterback, because Levis wasn't bad at Kentucky. And, I mean, obviously they spent the second-round draft pick on him. I mean, he was projected to be a first-rounder. Like, it was going to be between him or Anthony Richardson. I think the Colts made the right move and went for Richardson. But I also think the Titans could maybe do something with Will Levis.
Oh, yeah, me too, 100%. But I just have a weird feeling next week, everything's going to be all on the Titans, and he's going to have, like, 1 touchdown, 4 picks.
Well, yeah, that's what the NFL is. NFL is, we overreact to things every single week.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, how can you not?
Oh no, but there was nothing not to love from what you saw from him today. It was awesome. The kid looked like Josh Allen, literally just like embodied it. It was awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean the Falcons, tough loss for them. Seeing that they just beat the Bucs last week for the division lead, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. They do look better with Heineke out there at quarterback.
And Ritter got cleared to play, and they still kept Heineke in. So I think they're out on Ritter, honestly.
I'm sure Tennessee might be regretting trading Bayard now because now they actually look like a really good team.
Yeah.
I don't know why they traded.
I mean,
the
I wouldn't
best
say
team in the
really
league.
good.
No, I didn't mean really good, but
Just
I'm
like,
saying-
yeah, they look good.
yeah, like
At
things
home.
might be on the rise.
I think playing at home plays a big factor into them, especially with the week-to-week thing. You don't know what you're going to expect with the Titans. They play very good at home. They may be undefeated this year. I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, so I know someone who had like a 20-minute conversation before the 1 o'clock games, and they were chefing it up. They were like, all right, what's the locks?
What's the locks?
And the conclusion after a 20-minute conversation was Desmond Ritter, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Music, did that hit?
No.
Oh.
90 to 1 bet. I mean, come on. It's going to hit someday.
Yeah, I mean, whoever did that sucks for them.
And we were
That
talking
bad.
about it when we interviewed Adam. Some asshole out there bet Minshew 2 rushing touchdowns, and it happened last week.
Oh, yeah, no,
That's what
someone...
I'm saying, dude. He had two touchdowns 2 weeks ago.
I saw
Ritter had 2
something,
rushing touchdowns.
I saw something on Twitter today where it was like someone like live bet DeVito to get a rushing touchdown or something like that, and it was plus 1,200.
That's
And they hit that
ridiculous.
shit. Like, I don't know. I mean, these people got to like reach out, tell us your best bet stories, because I want to hear them, and I want to be let know when this is getting in place because I'm all for riding with them.
Oh, I need that experience of hitting one of those fucking stupid ass bets.
Yeah, like Devontae Foreman, like 3 touchdowns.
It'll never happen, dude. Like, those motherfuckers are way too lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Titans 3-0 at home this season.
Interesting.
Vrabel coaches up a good team at home.
Who they versing next week? And are they home?
We got at Pittsburgh Thursday night.
Not touching it.
Three
God.
road
Wait,
games in a
who
row
are we
for
talking
them.
about?
At
Titans?
at Pittsburgh Thursday night, and then they got at Tampa,
So we're
at
gonna
Jacksonville.
so we're possibly gonna get Will Levis in a prime time game.
Versus Trubisky, right?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think it is going to be
I'm
versus
pretty
Mitch.
sure, what's his name? Kenny Pickett had a rib injury.
Yeah. Speaking of, that's our next game. Jaguars 20,
Bro.
Steelers 10.
Wait, what is it?
Jaguars 20, Steelers 10.
Bro, ETN scored, like, I thought we were locking him up. I was playing Teddy against Fantasy. Dude dropped a fucking 50 bomb down the sideline.
Yeah, I know. That came out of nowhere. I versed him in a couple leagues, too.
Travis
Really brutal.
Etienne is having a sneaky good year.
No, he's nasty.
I mean, honestly, the Jaguars are too. Like, they're not really getting talked about. They're a sneaky, either 5 or 6-2 team at this point. Their only losses are against the Chiefs by like 8 points, and then the Texans.
Dude, Deontay Johnson had like 14 targets, like 90 yards. He actually looked really good.
Yeah, the Steelers look a lot better with Deontay Johnson. Obviously, that offense, it's like hit or miss every single week. Unfortunately, they lost. I mean, I don't know. It seems like every time I milk this team up, they just end up losing.
Yeah. No, I
Pickens,
know.
like, had you see that hurdle touchdown? I mean, obviously you've seen it, but
Yeah.
The Steelers kind of remind me of the Titans in a way. You never know what you're getting out of these guys.
Yeah, except the Steelers are like a good team, but it's like every time you like milk them up and they start like actually having like, heightened expectations, it's like, nope, they just let you down. And I'm not a fan of the Steelers, but like I don't know. I think they're a good team. I kind of like them.
I like Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, I like
think
Mike
he's great.
Tomlin. Like, I don't know.
Kenny Pickett looked like he had a serious rib injury.
Yeah, did anyone see if he's missing time?
No,
I haven't seen anything
I
yet.
haven't heard anything.
Kid Music's mad far away. Haven't heard anything.
But I was just saying, since you brought it up too, the Jags, yeah, like no one is talking about them, but it seems like all their wins come in these little dogfight wins, and they're not flashy. Like the Jags just aren't a flashy team, but they're good.
I think it's a good place to be.
No, yeah,
Honestly, like the best place to be is when like no one's fucking talking about you.
yep. Because now every week everyone's talking about the Dolphins, and when we lose, it's just
like the Chiefs lost this week. They're going to be talking about that. The Niners lost this week. They're going to be talking about that. The Bengals won against the Niners. They're going to be talking about that.
Oh, but the Bengals are back. They're back.
We'll get into that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Game's on.
We had a brief intermission. Jaguars Steelers. Good game.
Yeah, dude, the Jags on the rise. Completely out of the casket.
All right, I will say this.
I don't think they ever were.
I will say this. Even though it was like a rain game, Calvin Ridley did look pretty good today.
Did he actually look insane? I meant to look at his stat.
I wouldn't
No,
say
he
he
did.
looked insane, but he had like a decent game. Like he hasn't been doing good, but like he was getting a lot of fucking third downs. Like
So did he have more than 2 receptions?
I think he had like
6
8.
for 83.
Yeah, I think.
So he had more than 2 catches and more than 32 yards.
He looked insane.
That's more than insane, dude. He looked God tier.
He is God.
If 2 for
S tier.
32 was
If
insane.
if it wasn't a rain game, I think that would have been doubled and a touchdown.
Oh my God! Speaking of that, like now that you said that, dude, Deontay Johnson, they missed him wide open because
I
he
know.
slipped in the end zone, dude.
That's brutal.
It was so bad. I had him anytime touchdown too, and honestly, that probably could have changed the game a little because I think they
100%.
ended up settling for 3 after that.
100%
He
would have
ripped
changed
the
the game.
refs. I don't know if you guys seen that. Like he was going off about the refs, like on the sideline.
I didn't see that, no.
I didn't
Flipping
really
shit.
see anything like crazy about that game, but yeah, good win for the Jaguars. 4 AFC teams right now are 6-2 at the top of the AFC. Chiefs, Ravens, Dolphins, and Jaguars, all up to the top of their respective divisions.
How would you rank those 4 teams? How would you rank the
No, we
top
should-
4
we should save
teams
that, I
in
feel
the
like.
AFC?
It could be juicy.
I mean, that's a good question. Since you asked it right now, dude, it'd be hard not to put the Ravens at 1. Chiefs at 2. Chiefs and Dolphins tie because they verse each other next
Well,
week.
Ravens just had like a shootout game with Arizona. Like they didn't look like how they did against Detroit.
They were up all game.
No, I didn't think it was close.
I'm going pure bias here. Dolphins 1, Ravens 2, Chiefs 3, Jags 4.
Yeah. I would definitely say Jags are 4. Like, I need to see more out of them.
Oh, yeah. I think
But,
they're the consensus 4.
I mean, the Ravens have looked really good. Like, dude, and I'm not a Ravens guy whatsoever. Like, I really honestly don't like the Ravens. But I would be lying if I said they didn't look really good.
no, they do. I'll
Love
admit
that.
it.
Love that.
And, I mean, the 2 losses that they had were, like, close-ass games. One in
I
overtime
know.
where an argument could be made that Zay Flowers got held and all that stuff. Justin Tucker missing field goals. And then the other game was, just against the Steelers where, fucking the records, you throw the record books out for that one.
Yeah, the Colts. They should have won the Colts game. I'll chalk the Steelers one up
Yeah.
as a loss.
But obviously, the Chiefs losing to the fucking Broncos is pretty big. The Dolphins haven't really had that, 70-20 against the Broncos is crazy. But
I know what you're saying. They haven't had that win against a great team.
they haven't,
yet.
had, that statement win yet. I mean, maybe,
Well, that-
maybe
It's
seven-
coming
not-
this week. It's coming this week against the Chiefs. This is their game.
The 70-20 is statement, though. It is a statement.
That's why I said, you could maybe say that for that game. But
Just
yeah.
because 70
No,
points.
like I said, I think it's a tie between them and the Chiefs right now. Because you can't take away that the Chiefs' defense still looks pretty good. The
Oh,
Chiefs
yeah.
didn't lose because of their defense today. They lost because of special teams and their offense turning the ball over.
Well, and Broncos are driving down on the Chiefs.
Yeah, but they stopped them every time. And they blocked field goals and all that stuff. Their defense looked very fucking good.
Pat Mahomes, couple turnovers today. Fumble, pick.
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins' defense might be on the rise. It's not good right now, but Ramsey looked like he made a huge difference.
Well,
today.
yeah, I mean, dude, when you have a fucking all-pro corner, your defense is bound to be on the rise.
Yeah.
But no, that was a good question. I think a lot of are they versing each other next week?
Yep.
Is it next week? That's gonna be a big game.
Huge game.
It's at 9:30 in the morning. And I'm like, why? That
Are you
should be a-
serious?
it's
That should
gotta
be
a
prime
Sunday
time.
We should
night
we
game.
should watch it here.
Okay.
9 a.m.
Yeah,
Oh, it's gonna be tough for me to wake up. I'll try. If I don't go out Saturday, I'll be up. But
I'll scoop. I'll probably come to Quincy.
yeah, if you guys get me, I'm down.
Yeah.
But
That should be a prime time
Could,
game, though.
could maybe get a little video action.
I get,
Podcast
reaction
action.
video.
Yeah.
yeah.
Live fourth
Well, I
quarter or
wish we
something.
could stream. I don't know where we would stream it.
YouTube.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah. Next game. Saints 38, Colts 27. Saints are another one of those teams that you just don't know what they're going to be.
By the way, though, Colts putting up 20 plus again.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that streak's
Yeah.
still going.
I think whenever the Colts play now, which it's probably not going to now that I said this, but whenever the Colts play, the over looks juicy.
No, it does.
Yeah.
And I think it always sits right at like 42, like 43 to 45.
Well, probably this game definitely because the Saints were like 1-6 on unders,
yeah. No,
or
no.
6-1 on unders.
Yeah, I think they had like the longest streak of unders for a while.
Yeah, it was insane. But yeah, I mean, Alvin Kamara ripped it up. Taysom Hill had like 2 touchdowns. Dude.
I hate Taysom Hill.
I hate Taysom
Can
Hill.
you
He's
just put Taysom Hill as like a running back so we can stop getting.
No,
these
can you
stupid
just
Saints?
get him out of the league? I hate him.
he's the
Imagine.
worst.
Bro.
He just brings like no benefit whatsoever to the game because even when he does start at quarterback, he never even does good for fantasy.
Imagine
I know.
him on the Ravens. He'd be nasty.
Yeah,
Him
he
and Lamar in the backfield.
No, but it's like Taysom Hill, every couple of weeks or so, he's going to give you 30 points in fantasy, but you can't play the guy in fantasy.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
he scored 30. I picked him up on the waiver, played him that week. He had 1 point.
yeah, no, he's awful.
Yeah,
I hate
it's
him.
like whenever like he's not convenient, he is convenient.
Exactly. That's the best way to put it.
It's like that old segment they used to have on NFL Fantasy where it's like that helps no one.
It doesn't, though.
Unless you're just that one lucky asshole that, plays Taysom Hill on a random Sunday because you have no one else to play. And you're like, fuck it, let's put this guy in. And I don't know, man. I'm so sick of him.
Yeah, me too.
Is he old? How old is he? Anyone know? He was on Green Bay.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Oh, Pete.
Yeah, I heard what you said about the old segments that they used to do. The that helps no one and it's a trap.
It's a
segment.
trap!
Yeah, those
Dude,
are great.
what did Red Zone get rid of that for? Like that,
Those were
that
great.
was
I don't
the
think
best.
it was Red Zone. I think it was like NFL Fantasy. And I think like
Because-
they just took it off the Red Zone channel.
I
They're on
remember they
NFL
moved
Network.
it to like ESPN Plus or something.
No, I think it's on NFL Network now, but none of those guys are on that channel
Yeah,
anymore.
it was Akbar.
Just taking it off Red Zone in general ruined it.
I
Yeah,
know.
like I think the only one that's still on that network is like Adam Rank, and Adam Rank is ugh,
Taysom Hill is 33, though, so we only got to
He's
deal
up
with him
there.
for a little bit.
good. Between him and Mark Ingram, dude. I mean, the only Saint that's ever held. Actually, Alvin Kamara won me a few fantasy championships, though. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the
You didn't
Saints.
have Michael Thomas at you? Or was that
I did
Musa?
not. No.
'Cause
But-
I drafted him a year in the first round and he tore his Achilles or something.
I had MT as nasty here, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, so is you.
So next game, Panthers 15, Texans 13. Panthers get their first win of the year.
This helps the Patriots. I'm happy. Them and the Broncos winning. Like, only one step closer to Caleb Williams, dude.
That's actually a good point. They must be like pretty close. They must have a top 3 pick now.
We do.
Nice.
Honestly, I think, like, even if the Panthers do end up with, or no, actually, because it's the Bears who have their pick. I was going to say, I think they're going to ride Bryce anyway for a while, but I forgot
have
the
no
Bears
choice,
have their
dude.
pick. Yeah.
They traded all their picks for to get rid of DJ Moore and to get Bryce Young pick.
They were trying to sell their soul to get a
Eckler.
friggin'
Eckler,
Eckler,
touchdown.
Get in there.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Let's go. I
Is that
think
a
that
passing
I think that
touchdown, too?
fucking
Yeah.
shit already
Let's
hit,
Let's go,
dude.
dude. Did you see the parlay I
Receiving
sent?
touchdown. No.
It's in our Breaking Bets.
Let's fucking go.
I think that bet already cashed for me. I just
I
got that
don't know
fucking
if he
Chiefs
has-
money
I don't know if
back,
he has
baby.
The 25 rushing yards yet.
I know he has a 25 receiving.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Fuck, he only
a
has
couple-
5 rushing
yeah, he has
yards.
a couple rushes.
Well, he'll
Like
get
2.
one.
I think he had like 2.
I think he's only got the ball like once.
All right.
He had
Bet.
2 catches too.
All right, back
Or
to
3, maybe even 3.
Back to Panthers Texans. I did call that this was an absolute trap line at the beginning of the week. I said
Yeah, you were on that.
I don't know, like I honestly didn't know why. Like I just felt like it was like, the top 2 picks in the draft where it was, I don't know, like it was just weird. And
Yeah, it
the
was a weird
Panthers
vibe.
and the Panthers were home, and I felt like the Texans at -3.5. I felt like that should have been a little bit higher, seeing how the Texans have been like somewhat of a good team this
Yeah.
season, and the Panthers were obviously 0-6, looking like a bag of dog shit.
Bryce Young's undefeated against C.J. Stroud. You guys see that 8th grade?
Oh,
They
really?
battled it out, and Bryce Young defeated him in 8th grade.
Oh, that's crazy.
Pop one.
I think both of us took the Panthers spread for Pick'em, right?
You took
Probably,
the spread
dude.
for fucking everything, buddy.
Yeah, we haven't
You
marked.
guaranteed yourself a point on that one.
Yeah, we haven't marked down the records yet for the afternoon slate. I think most of us had clean sweeps though, because I think we all took Seattle.
We all took
We all took the Chiefs.
the Falcons, too, right?
I took
Well, that
Seattle.
wasn't afternoon. That
You
wasn't
guys
late
both
afternoon.
Took the Browns. on the pick'ems.
Well, that
The
wasn't.
Cowboys.
Oh, Cabral took the Browns.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that actually hit though the cover.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It was 3.5. Seattle won by 4. So you got the money line. You didn't get the spread. But yeah, I mean, I think most of us had clean sweeps because I know we all had Kansas City. We all had Ravens. We all had at least the Seahawks money line. And then what was the other late afternoon game?
Falcons.
No, that was early afternoon.
Oh, we're talking late.
Yeah.
The Rams.
No.
Bengals.
Yep,
Yeah,
Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah, that was split. So, but yeah, I mean, statement win for the Panthers. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like,
They're going like at least 2-15 this year. Probably.
Who's the rest of their schedule? Actually,
because I mean, Bryce Young didn't even do anything. I mean, honestly, the MVP. I don't even think they scored a touchdown. Actually, I think they literally just hit 5 field goals. Eddie Pinheiro carried the game for them.
No, Bryce Young did throw 1 touchdown today.
Oh, did he? Oh yeah, to Tommy Tremble.
Dude, Adam Thielen looks like fucking Justin Jefferson out there.
So I'm looking at the Panthers' schedule next week. They get the Colts. Colts should beat them. They get the Bears. That could go
Colts
either way.
should beat them.
No, I know.
I mean, they're putting up 20 plus a game, so
yeah, but the Panthers will probably beat the Bears. Honestly, they could.
I
Yeah.
hope so. I hope so.
I mean that I don't know. The Colts and Panthers. That's a game where it's like I don't fucking know.
Then they get the Cowboys. Loss. Tennessee. It's just who the Tennessee you get. You don't know.
Yeah.
Is that home or away?
It's in Tennessee actually. So
Might be lost.
then Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay should win. Saints should win. Atlanta should win. Green Bay. Honestly, the way Green Bay's looking at
Panthers
that's a
by
toss.
Dude, yo, the touchdown leaders for the last 2 years.
Shit, Green Bay might have a fucking top 3 pick
Oh,
at this
that'd be
point.
that'd be a good trivia.
Yo,
Yeah.
Packers end up getting Caleb Williams
Slushy. Chill.
somehow, some way.
Yeah. All right. So next game, Dolphins 31, Patriots 17.
Been dope.
Yeah, not much to say about this game. Patriots suck. Dolphins are good. I mean,
It looked like a good game at first, like close game, and then Mac Jones
Yeah.
turned into Mac Jones.
I mean, Tyreek Hill had a good touchdown. I think the biggest takeaway of this game is probably Jalen Waddle had a nice little resurgence today.
Yeah, he
looked
did.
back. He looked back.
I think
both
he
the
went
Jalen's.
like 8 for 120 and a touchdown, and yeah, another one. The return of Jalen Ramsey, huge for us, man.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
he looked good.
Dude, Wilkins looks like Aaron Donald out there.
Wilkins is nasty. I love Christian
Yeah.
Wilkins.
I don't know, Cabral. Like, I feel like I know the answer to this question because you're just gonna be biased as fuck.
Yep.
But like, we got to start being a little honest with ourselves on this podcast. Be a little bit more vulnerable. Does it kind of worry you that like the Chiefs had like a big like letdown loss, and now they're gonna be a little more fired up going into Germany?
Well, it's just the trend of the Dolphins year. The Bills let down loss, come out, beat the Dolphins. Eagles let down loss, come out, beat the Dolphins. Chiefs let down loss, probably will beat the
I
Dolphins.
think it can go either way because they're both going to be like short week, practicing in Germany.
No, yeah, it's gonna be a weird game, honestly, for both teams. But
You know what? I think I'm gonna pick. I'm probably gonna pick the Chiefs just for the sake of the graphic, but I feel like whoever gets to Germany first wins this game.
Well,
No, I'm being
Dolphins
dead
are already
serious.
there. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm being dead serious. Like I like with that London game with the Jags and no, it wasn't the Jags. It was actually it kind of was because the
Jags
Jags
stayed there for 2
they
weeks.
stayed in London and beat the Bills. And I know like I think it was Adam that said like, oh, that doesn't matter. The Jags beat the Bills in London. I think it still kind of matters. Like,
I think it kind of did.
yeah, but no, like the example I was going to use was the Ravens got to London on like I think it was like Tuesday or something like that, like during the week, and I think the Titans didn't get there till like Thursday or something like that.
Oh, okay. I see what
And
you're saying.
so like I'm saying like the more time you get to acclimate to the time, because I've been overseas, so I kind of know. Like obviously I haven't played fucking football, but I'm saying like I've been overseas and that jet lag is like real. Because, like, you hit that time difference and it hits you like a brick. You have to, like, legit, like honestly, like, even to this day, like, being in South Korea, for example, where the difference is, like, 13 hours, dude, I still have, like, sleeping issues. Because I'd be up all night because you got, it would be, like, 2 a.m. for me and, like, 1 p.m. for you guys.
Yeah.
So like I'd be able to talk to you guys like during the night, you know?
Yeah.
I was always up playing Fortnite.
Yeah, we were gaming on Fortnite, catching dubs. But yeah, no, I mean, I really do think that takes into effect. Unfortunately, you know, they have to go. But
Yeah.
Taylor Swift better not be there.
yeah.
Personally, though,
God.
deep down, I do think this is where the Dolphins do get their statement win. I don't.
Oh, 100%.
I think it's more
It
big because, like,
happens.
I'm pumped to see a Hill.
No,
against
that's what I'm saying.
Chiefs.
It's going to be a
Yeah.
big Hill revenge week.
I think the Dolphins pull it off, especially since the Chiefs coming off this gross loss versus the Broncos.
I think that's just gonna fire him up.
I think the Dolphins going into the Chiefs game is probably going to be fully healthy except Achane because I think Howard comes back with one of the best corners too. So I think our defense is going to start figuring everything out.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's going to be a good game. And I kind of like how this game... I don't like how it's in Germany, but I like how it's at a neutral site.
Yeah.
So
me
neither
too.
team has, like, a home field advantage, and, like, it is a statement win for either
Honestly,
team.
maybe it's a good thing it's at 9 a.m. so we can actually watch the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. So it's kind of like similar, I guess, to primetime.
Not like
but
but like if it was prime time, like we would miss half the game because like recording. Like we actually can like sit there and watch the whole.
It is a
game.
prime time. It's just the early one. It's not a night
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. But we still get to recap it. I think that was what your point was. Like, we get to
Yeah.
recap it. Yeah. I mean, fuck, this recap's probably not going to matter, to be honest. The Bears and Chargers.
we all know
Unless the
who's-
Bears, like, pull the upset, and then we could just be like, dude, Staley, get fired. Like,
he should just be fired no matter what. I
oh,
don't care.
100%. I agree.
Just
Worst
go with
coach in the
offensive
league.
coordinator.
They could probably make the playoffs at, like, 9-7, and I'd still probably be like, yeah, fire him.
No, because the roster itself should be a 10-win team minimum.
Yeah. All right, next game. We had the Jets, 13. Giants, 10. Jets are 4-3 now. Sneaky little 4-3. Zach Wilson showing some flashes of Aaron Rodgers.
Giants should have won this game.
It's 4th and 1 on Jets 15-yard line. You have Barkley in the backfield. You kick a field goal. Gano misses. Like, what are you doing? There's 50
I
seconds
know.
left in the game.
But, like, analytics, I feel like tell you
Probably kick the field goal on
But
fourth
dude, it was
down.
like 40-mile-per-hour winds, downpouring. Like,
No, I know. I get what you're saying, 100%. But I feel so bad for Tyrod.
every time he gets like his opportunity to come in, his ribs explode. Happened with the Chargers.
you got rushed to the emergency room.
Like, yeah, I know. It's not a laughing matter. I'm just saying it sucks. I feel bad for the guy. It's always the same shit with him.
I don't know who the hell the quarterback was for the
DeVito.
Giants.
Tommy DeVito
Dude, he
guy.
looked terrible, dude. Every throw,
Vito,
he dishes this
Soprano.
Barkley.
Vito.
Yeah, I mean, it just proves our point even more. Like, the Giants actually look even better without Daniel Jones. I feel
yeah.
like if they did have Daniel Jones, we'd probably be looking at a Jets, 14-point win instead of 3.
He would have turned the ball over like 4 times.
Oh, against that Jets defense, Daniel Jones threw 3 picks.
Yeah, I saw the stat earlier. You know how Andrew Luck retired because he got sacked so much? Like that's why he retired early. Dude, Daniel Jones has played way less games than him, and he's gotten sacked way more.
Dude, it's not even just because the Giants' O-line sucks. He literally sits in the pocket
And
takes
holds on to the
sack.
ball for so
Yeah.
long. He doesn't. He has no awareness.
Yeah, and I mean, I get that comparison, but Daniel Jones was nowhere close to how good Andrew Luck was.
Yeah,
Andrew
not
Luck had,
even close as a passer.
Hall of Fame potential, legit to be a great.
Yeah, no, if they do put him in the Hall of Fame, I would hardly disagree with that. But
He should still be playing, realistically.
Yeah, I think he has a couple Pro Bowls, but I don't think he has any playoff
It
success.
sucks that he played.
He made that
the
one
Maybe
run.
maybe one.
He played
one
the
win.
Pats every
Yeah.
year in the playoffs.
and we'll just get smoked.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think maybe he has one.
I think other than the Pats Super Bowl, he had the largest playoff comeback ever. They were down 30-0 to the Chiefs.
yep.
But the only thing is, I feel bad for him too. As soon as he retires, they get a good O-line, they get a good roster, everything's starting to go right. It just sucks.
Yeah.
Because when he was there, he's playing behind me, Pat Naz, and Jack Hook.
He could have came back out of retirement, but he actually just didn't want to come back.
You ever see that guy's Twitter?
No.
It's hilarious, dude. He just talks old timey sailor, 1700. He's dear mother. He acts like he's in war. It's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Browns 20, Seahawks 24. I feel the one thing I take away from this game is I just feel so bad for Browns fans at this point because it's they can never just get that QB that can, like, lead them to the promised land. Because, like, dude, they have a fucking great roster, great defense. I mean, they were in that game the whole game. I think P.J. Walker has been doing, like, as much as you can ask him to do. And Deshaun Watson's just a pussy.
I hate Deshaun Watson. He is a pussy. And, like, I said it when they first signed him. That was the worst contract ever. Like,
Yeah.
fully guaranteeing that guy.
He's a pussy and a piece of shit.
Dude,
Oh, he is a shitbag.
I think Browns could trade for Matthew Stafford.
But what are they going to do with all that money they'd have to pay? Like, Stafford's getting and Watson's getting. Like, it's...
Dude, at this point, release Watson. Like, he looks like a G League quarterback.
No, like, legit,
XFL.
though.
Well, it's like they got him to be that guy he was at Houston, and he can't even do that.
No, nothing at all. That
Like,
he
even
sucks.
when he does play, he looks like shit.
And I felt like in Houston, too, his stats were so inflated because of how bad the team was, and he was always, like, playing from behind type
I
shit.
mean, you have Will Fuller as a deep threat and DeAndre Hopkins, who's insane.
Yeah, when Hop was arguably the best receiver
Yeah,
in the league.
they had no run game those years too. They're using like fucking.
Dude, Arian Foster.
Who would they even have, dude? They had like Lamar Miller and then like
Yeah, Lamar Miller.
I love
Alfred
that guy.
Blue, dude. They had like Alfred Blue. Remember
Yeah.
that guy?
Yeah, I mean, the Seahawks, nice little, nice win, statement win, I guess. And actually, they are on top of the NFC West right now.
Oh, really? Oh,
yes,
wow, that's
because
crazy.
of the 49ers loss, they are now on the top of the NFC West.
Yeah, Niners are on a 3-game skid. That's
Yep.
really crazy.
Yeah, so we're going to get, that's probably going to be the last game we get into.
Yeah.
Save the best for last.
But JSN's starting to really pop off.
Yeah, and Jake Bobo.
I love Jake Bobo.
Yeah, he just has an electric name.
No,
Probably
he
one of
does.
the best NFL like names.
Bobo.
Bobo.
What are some other iconic NFL names now that you say it? Sauce Gardner's kind of cool.
Sauce Gardner's
Dick
very
Butkus.
cool.
Dick Butkus
Dick
is the
Butkus,
GOAT name.
very cool.
Absolutely the GOAT name. And
DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Thank you. I was
Great
trying
name.
to think of it. That might be the GOAT, actually.
That dude on I think he's on Bama, right? Well, he's not in the NFL yet, but Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
That dude's a beast.
But, yeah, so good win for the Seahawks. Unfortunate loss for the Browns. I just really feel bad for them. I mean, they look really good.
No, they do. Their defense, especially, it's just a waste.
I feel like they just never should have got. They should have.
Palmer hurt.
Baker Mayfield's a starting quarterback in the NFL. He had that great year for him, a playoff win. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The AFC is so tight at this point. I mean, everyone was right in the preseason. Like, the AFC is going to be a dogfight.
Oh,
There's a
100%.
bunch of teams in the AFC that can compete for playoff spots. You got the Chiefs. You got the Jaguars. You got the Ravens. You got
Miami.
You got the Bills.
The
You got
Bengals are on the rise.
The Steelers could compete.
Houston, maybe, too.
Houston can maybe compete. I mean, the entire AFC North. I mean, the Browns. Like, I mean, that's a bunch of teams can compete for a playoff spot.
100%.
Justin Palmer just tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
And don't forget the Jets.
The Jets, dude, that's a great fucking point. I mean, holy shit. It's
No,
going
the
to be a
AFC is
dogfight.
loaded. And just picture trying to bet on games in the playoffs with the AFC. It's going to be so unpredictable.
Very
Yeah,
unpredictable.
I'm trying to think of a sleeper team. You guys covered them all pretty much.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
who
dude,
knows,
that was
what
like
if-
10 teams right there,
Yeah.
so there's probably like 6 left.
What
Yeah.
if Will Levis is like the savior of Tennessee and he ends up like keeps playing really well?
Chargers go on a run or something,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I don't think so anymore. They got like one wide receiver left.
Yeah. All right, next game. We got the Ravens, 31. The Cardinals, I did not write down the score. I got to check it real quick.
21.
The Cardinals, 24. I just want to throw a quick apology out. It wasn't on my end, but I just feel like I owe my condolences to Ravens bettors today, whoever had the 9.5. Because if you had Ravens minus 9.5, the Cardinals score a touchdown, go for 2 and miss, kick the onside and recover, kick a field goal down 10 with 30 seconds left and miss, call for a false start on the field goal and get to re-kick, and then they made the field goal.
Well, no, the worst part about it, didn't when you say they kicked the field goal on second down?
Yeah.
Vegas is like up to shit.
Shit's
It's
insane.
fucked up.
I can't wait for the Gavin McHugh video where it's like, everyone take a look at fucking this.
Dude, his video.
They call a false start on the field goal, and then what do you know? Vegas calls, and then they make the field goal.
No, that's sketchy shit. That is fucked up.
No, I mean, I was thinking about it. I kind of understand why they did it because
Why?
they're down 10. So you kick the field goal. Now it gives you a little bit of time to try to get a touchdown.
You either have to go for it on fourth down.
It's
or
second
score.
down. Just
Yeah,
go.
well,
no,
I get what he's kind of saying. Like, kick the field goal and then onside kick to get
Yeah.
the ball back and
But
score.
but on the flip side, you
It's second
you
down.
would probably want to score the touchdown first because then if you do score the touchdown first, then there's still a little bit of time. You can maybe get like a 50-yard field
Yeah,
goal.
it all equals out in the end
Yeah,
at time.
yeah,
So
I
just
know.
go for the touchdown.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, they should have went for the touchdown. I agree. Especially second down. Like maybe fourth down's respectable.
Yeah,
but
fourth down.
second
fine,
down's
do it.
crazy.
But yeah, I mean, it went as we all expected. The Ravens won the game. They look good. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to say.
I
Yeah,
thought
Ravens are an elite team. They're
I
contenders.
thought it was a pretty dominant win. Like you said, the Cardinals wanted to get like 10 points within the last like minute, so
Gus Bus looked really
it
good.
wasn't as close as it was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say, but congrats to the Ravens. I don't know.
Yeah, basically. You
Ra-
won a game you should have won.
Yeah, good job.
Yep, Ravens flock, rise up.
Great teams win games they're supposed to win. All right. Next game: Chiefs 9, Broncos 24.
Is this the
Uh-oh.
first game that? Oh, you're talking about? Is this the first game that Mahomes hasn't scored?
Wow, no touchdowns.
No, he didn't score in the
Yikes.
Super Bowl against the Buccaneers.
Bucks. I do remember.
But this is the first road loss he's had in the division.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. That's like unbelievable.
I know, 6 years in the NFL and you haven't lost a road game yet. Like, that's crazy. I think this is
In the
also his
division,
first
though.
loss to the Broncos.
Yeah, first time
Yes.
losing to the Broncos.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know who to blame this on. I mean, Mahomes had a few turnovers, but also, I guess you can just fully blame it on the offense because
Any other situation, you say, okay, it's a divisional game, shit happens. But like with these two teams, you can't even say, oh, it's a divisional game. That was just
no, I didn't say that. I
know.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like the Chiefs offense lost them this one. And obviously they haven't looked like the Chiefs offense we know them to be, and their defense is what like when I rank the Chiefs, like what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, I'm basing it off the whole team. I'm not basing it off like Mahomes. I'm basing it off, dude, their defense looks really fucking good, and they still look good this game. Like the Broncos could have scored so much more. And they didn't because the defense was making stops.
Yeah.
Sacks, fumbles, all that stuff. And the Chiefs offense, was just turning it over, wide open drops. It was
Muff
just
punts.
muff punts.
That missed Sky Moore almost had a touchdown at the end of the game.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Dropped it right in the end zone.
Yeah.
Fourth down.
I think
Cost him the game.
Rasheed Rice had like a huge drop too that like cost him a first down. Yeah, it was all time like it was like that Lions game, dude. Like they just were dropping balls and all that shit.
Mahomes was getting his hand wrapped on the sideline at late fourth quarter.
Fair to say, they need T Swift back.
Probably. It's a fair point.
A little motivation under Travis.
Yeah, and I still don't understand why Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going into the backfield. I feel like whenever they use Pacheco, like they look so much better on offense.
I think they're saving McKinnon for the playoffs.
McKinnon?
Yeah. Jerry McKinnon.
I don't know. I mean, I think Pacheco's the best back in the
Yeah,
backfield.
but what McKinnon was doing last year in the playoffs was like unheard of.
Yeah, it was
scoring.
last year's
Not even
season.
just in the playoffs. The end of the year, like Jerry McKinnon was guaranteed a touchdown
I
every
think-
game.
But I feel
I
like
think there was a stretch of games where he scored in every single game.
he had 9 tutties last year total, but
It was 9 weeks in a row.
I wouldn't say like saving because it's not like he's some like diamond in the rough. Everyone
No, I'm
kinda
only
knows
saying
him
that because
now.
like they asked him if they're saving him for the playoffs, and he like winked.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
That's why I brought it up. Like,
I gotcha.
Yeah. I don't get the Edwards-Helaire in the backfield. I don't.
Now Clyde shouldn't even be on an NFL roster.
I agree with
the
that.
reason he is because he's a first round pick.
No, literally, and they don't want to look like idiots not using it.
Pass and touchdown.
That's two, baby.
Who the hell is Fahuko?
Bro, they got no one else to play, dude.
But yeah, so last and final game of the NFL recap. The Bengals 31, the 49ers 17. The Bengals are so fucking back.
They are back, and I'm about to throw money on them to win the Super Bowl. I honestly think they're.
It honestly feels so good to see Joe Burrow back rushing the ball.
Oh, dude, he looked phenomenal today. Like, he was
perfect.
just making great passes down the field, couple passing tutties. Like we mentioned earlier, K Adams, absolute fucking lock.
Absolute rocket.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, dude, their defense is really good too.
No, yeah. I honestly feel more confident in them winning the Super Bowl than I do the Bills and the Ravens.
Yeah, and we got to, like, put a reminder next year in, like, our notes or our phones or whatever that, like, if the Bengals start off, like, 1-3 or 0-2 or whatever, like, don't worry.
You could start betting them week 4,
betting
week
on
5.
them,
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they start
Don't
off
bet
slow,
the
start betting
Bengals.
on them.
Don't bet the Bengals until week 4.
Yep.
Facts.
Because this has been, I think, 3 years in a row now where they just, like, underperform the first, like, 4 weeks. And crazily underperform.
Yeah, and then
like, they look super bad and, like, lose to bad teams. And then, like, midway through the season, they just catch their stride and win all these games. And, statement win games, too. Like, let's not forget, the 49, I know they didn't have Debo and they didn't have Trent Williams, but, like, they people were still looking at this team as, like, a top 3 team in the NFL.
They
Yep.
fell out of my top 3, for sure.
Yeah, I'd say they're bottom top
Yeah,
5.
I can't believe they dropped 3 in a row. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's another big part of it. They dropped 3 in a row. They don't have the NFC West title on lock right now because I mean the Seahawks still look like a very good team.
Yeah, they do.
The only thing I'm worried about with the Bengals is like they don't have that like third down tight end guy still. I think they got to make a trade at the deadline for an actual solid tight end.
Kyle Pitts.
Imagine.
Dude, because that was like actually debate during the draft. Like, do they get Pitts or do they get Jamar Chase?
Well, I think they made the right choice, obviously.
Definitely.
100%.
Well, no, it was like Panay
Well,
Sewell too
yeah,
because they're
Pitts
fucking.
got
Yeah, it was
drafted
Sewell,
over him.
too.
Anyway,
Yeah, Pitts got taken before.
the
Jamar
Falcons
Chase.
could have taken Chase. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would've been
Well, the Bengals, I think the discussion was like Chase and like Panay
Yeah,
Sewell
yeah,
because
yeah.
their offensive line was so jacked up.
Yeah,
But I mean, obviously they made a great choice.
yeah, I remember
In
hearing
that
those
draft,
debates.
too, the Dolphins could have taken Chase, but they traded back and got Waddle. Imagine if they had Chase and Hill.
that wouldn't be fair, dude. Tua couldn't even be able to like.
I mean, Jalen Waddle's still a great receiver
Oh,
too.
he's great. I love Jalen Waddle, but
I think it
Jamar
works.
Chase is levels ahead.
Yeah, definitely.
And that would like give him a little height.
I
too,
just think
to go with
Waddle
it.
fits
Those,
like the
shorter.
Miami offense better
Yeah,
because he's
yeah.
like a slant guy. Like can get the slant. Like Jamar and Hill just like throw it 70 yards down the field. That's an absolute nuke of a
But
touchdown.
They're also
Waddle-
a guy you can give like a 2-yard screen and then they'll take it to the house.
Yeah. And I get Waddle's like pure like speed demon too, but Jamar Chase's 40-yard dash was still like a 4.3.
Yeah,
Like it was still insane too.
Yeah.
Tua would be throwing like 50 times a game.
No, I
Yeah.
mean the Bengals are definitely back, and Joe. I mean, I know I was asking Cabral questions about the Dolphins. So, are you a little worried about the 49ers?
No, not really, because Trent Williams is like the biggest part of their offense.
Yeah, I'd probably say
Purdy-
the biggest part of their team, to be honest.
Purdy was
is.
getting.
McCaffrey.
Trent Williams is like
I mean,
a lot of people in the NFL like consider Trent Williams like one of the best players in the NFL.
I would
No,
say
yeah,
it's
definitely.
worrisome because Purdy doesn't look like he has the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, I feel like teams are like starting to figure out Purdy a little now.
Yeah, he's getting exposed heavy.
But the thing that I think keeps 49ers up there is like Debo and Trent out.
Yeah, so like maybe I'll like change my question. Like obviously you're not worried about the 49ers, but like what are the concerns for the 49ers?
I honestly think it's the defense have figured out Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
the
know.
biggest issue.
McCaffrey's still looking good.
Yeah,
Kittle had a big game too.
And the thing
100
is, like,
yards.
Is Debo plays a lot into like the jet sweep run game a lot with McCaffrey. Like,
Yeah.
he's always in the backfield. Like he's running in motion, which usually
Mhm.
draws the defensive line over to Debo Samuel, and that gets McCaffrey
Yeah,
up the middle. So, like,
opens up one less
Yeah.
person in the hole. For
I do think
McCaffrey.
it was fair to say though that you brought up. I think Trent Williams is the most important piece of that entire team.
Yeah, no, because a lot of people in the NFL like literally consider him like some people like consider him the best player in the NFL.
the only person that's ever
I would say it's McCaffrey.
like had a rush presser on Trent Williams.
that
is
honestly,
Myles
Music,
Garrett.
that's I'm not saying McCaffrey's not a like very, very, very big
Nah,
part of
yeah.
that offense. I'm just saying though, even before McCaffrey, you can put fucking Clyde Edwards-Helaire behind that line, and in Kyle Shanahan's offense, run offense specifically, and he's like a 1,000-yard rusher.
Oh, easy. Because
Nah.
Elijah Mitchell looked elite. Raheem Mostert looked
I'm just-
elite. And I'm getting Mostert's elite now with Miami.
Jeff
too.
Wilson fucking looked elite in that offense,
Yeah.
dude.
And then there was another running back.
And,
who was just
yeah,
Carl
and listen,
Todd.
before you like make your point, I'm not saying McCaffrey isn't a big part of that team. I'm just saying like Trent Williams is like a huge fucking part.
Like
dude.
we're seeing,
no.
we're seeing what it's like without Trent Williams. Like Brock Purdy has to throw the ball away
Yeah.
within
Yeah.
3 seconds.
Trent's arguably one of the best O-line to ever live, too. So it's like
Probably is.
he is, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, McCaffrey, like, literally exponentially boosts that offense. Like, dude, once the Niners got McCaffrey, it was like, holy
Unfair.
shit, this team is...
They've only lost 3 games, the last 3 games.
No, exactly. 100%.
In the playoff game.
Did we talk about him breaking the record? We did, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that was last week.
No, he tied it
he
last
tied it
week.
last-
He
Nah,
broke it this
Oh,
week.
no,
he broke it on
last
prime
week.
time.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
So
did
he-
last
Betting
week.
on it.
So he has.
Now he's like one up. He one
Yeah.
up it.
Yeah, so he broke it.
No, he broke it last week.
He tied it last week.
He tied it the week before.
7.64 is the least amount of fantasy points Mahomes has ever produced in a game.
That's
I just wanted to point that out because I got the notification.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it comes at
It's
some
weird.
point. I don't know what to say.
No, true.
Because-
Right.
I guess
It's,
it
like,
just kind of.
shocking.
I guess it just kind of speaks to how good he is.
He looked like Mac Jones today. Like actually.
Yikes.
Just
New-
purely
yo,
looking at wide receivers, I think you could say the Chiefs' wide receivers are worse than the Pats.
Yeah, because Kendrick Bourne is pretty fucking.
You got
nasty.
hurt, though.
I
You
mean,
got hurt today.
Yeah. Kendrick Bourne and the
Yeah.
Chiefs would be.
I mean, I don't know because Rashee Rice looks all right. Like he's still a rookie. Room to grow.
Yeah, Rashee Rice is good. Do we have to do a poll? Is it Mac Jones or Patrick Mahomes? Who's better?
Shut up.
You're
Or
just
Ritter.
a-
And Ritter. No, three-way. And Ritter.
Mac Jones
Add in
threw-
Ritter.
Did you really
Mac
just?
Jones threw a touchdown today.
Did
I
you
know.
really
Yeah,
just?
for
Did you
real.
really just compare Patrick Mahomes to Mac Jones and Desmond Ridder? Like that is so disrespectful.
Dude, you can't even like
I
compare
think we should do a poll.
any quarterback in the league to Mahomes except like maybe Burrow and Allen, but they're not even.
I think the Burrow conversation will get there in a few years. Definitely.
Yeah.
If Burrow can win a Super Bowl,
Yeah, we have to. But he does it. He always like beats the Chiefs.
Yeah, he does. He's good against Pat.
It's kind of like the
in
Bills
head-to-head
against
matchups.
Chiefs.
and I
Chiefs
mean,
always
like
win.
I might be being a little biased, but like last year's loss against the Chiefs was very fucking fishy.
Oh,
with
with
that
that
fucking-
hands down, that was fishy.
With that fucking late fucking
Dude,
penalty, dude.
That was the Bengals' year.
it. Really was.
Smoking the Bills and the snow game.
I mean, it would have went to overtime, so like we never know. But like the thing is like, come on, dude.
No, I was fishy as
And like I hated how last year ended in the NFL. It was like the Chiefs win off a bullshit flag. Like I can't say bullshit
I
because
think
like
it's just one of those things where like you have to let them play football.
because like I think the Eagles one was definitely way worse. But like the Bengals one was like, yeah, an argument can be made. Like he made a late hit out of bounds. But like I feel like it wasn't like that bad for it to be like, and especially that late in the game too.
and the circumstances of the game, like this team's going to the Super Bowl.
Exactly that. And then like the Eagles one, why I think that one was worse was because that was literally the game.
Oh yeah.
It was literally the game, and I don't even know. An argument can be made that wasn't even a fucking hold.
Definitely like it could be argued. No, 100%. It was fishy.
Yeah, like I said, that's just like obviously the Chiefs are a great team. Like you can't take that away from them. Like, but you just hate to see it end like that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it was just like, and it was such a great year, like, and just for it to end like that was like it left a bad taste in my mouth.
Where the Stooges fumbled it, I think.
But yeah, that about wraps up our NFL talk. I don't know. This podcast might be a little short because I really don't know what else we're gonna talk about.
I mean, yeah, Chargers are up 14-0.
I mean, maybe we can dabble in with the other sports. Like the MLB World Series started. Game
MLB
one. Game two. Game two was last night.
Yeah, game two, it's tied 1-1.
Yep.
Game one was absolutely electric. Went to did that one go to extra innings?
Yeah.
And that was the one of Adolis Garcia.
Yeah, I think-
Adolis Garcia has been fucking forcing it, dude. That dude is a problem. Just hitting dinger after dinger after dinger ever since he got beamed with that pitch.
Yeah, Seager hit a home run in the ninth to tie it up. And then think it might have went to 11, but yeah, 11th inning, extra innings, Adolis Garcia walk it off.
Yeah.
That's all she wrote for game one.
And I think it is funny, too, because it's like everyone was bitching about the World Series being the Rangers and the Diamondbacks. And, like, everyone was going to be like, oh, this is bad for ratings because it's been like that with the Stanley Cup Finals last year with the Panthers and the Golden Knights. And then it was like that with the NBA with the Nuggets and the Heat. So it was like underwhelming matchups. And everyone was like, oh, the ratings are going to go down. And the ratings, I think the ratings ended up being even higher. But, like, obviously they were both bad series. I think both of them ended like 4-1. But, I mean, this I don't know. I mean, I feel like with this one, I just got into baseball, so I'm not claiming to know it. But I feel like this one will be a good series where it's like, you know what? Maybe it was worth the Diamondbacks fucking making a run going to the World Series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't mind it. I love seeing sleeper teams do good.
Yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You know more MLB than I do. But in the MLB, right, it's kind of like it's almost kind of like hockey where it's like the hot teams at the end of the year kind of tend to do better in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And it's not – you don't really have like the dynasties either. It's like every year there's usually a new champion. There's not – you know what I mean? Like with the NFL, you got like the Patriots and the Chiefs. Like
I feel like in the MLB,
top-tier dynasties.
The only two consistent teams are – I guess, or Yankees and Dodgers you can count on every year to be good. The Yankees.
Yeah, recent good teams. I wouldn't really count the Yankees. I would say Dodgers, and Astros.
Honestly, the Red Sox were really the team to count on.
Yeah.
They were always nasty.
Yeah, and in the early 2000s, it was the Sox and the Yankees.
I'm just saying, looking at like teams' history, the Dodgers and Yankees and Red Sox, you can always kind of count on them to be one of the best teams.
Is this like the first World Series in 6 years that didn't feature Astros or Dodgers?
Yep. First,
that's crazy.
Yeah, in 7 years, dude.
Yeah, I would say those are the two
It
most
started
recent
when
dynasty
the Sox
teams.
beat the Dodgers like 6 years or 5 years ago, 2018.
Yeah, good times, man. That parade was awesome.
Dude, that was probably the best baseball season like ever, dude. Where they go like 100.
Mike Napoli.
What did they go 118?
I think that was
and, like,
2013.
They're actually that team's considered like one of the best baseball teams of like all time.
dude, they were insane.
Their pitching was nasty too.
Chris Sale was fucking prime.
David Price. He was that kind of.
Evaldi was on the team too, right?
Yeah. Nady Evaldi. Who was our closer? Fuck, I forgot his
Kimbrel?
name. We probably had Kimbrel.
That might have been
the
a
other
little-
dude.
Remember our 2013
No, we probably had
closer?
him.
He was fucking nasty.
Yeah, the Asian guy.
He was a
Forget his
beast,
name.
dude.
Oh, that old Asian closer, he was nasty.
He was
I
fucking
remember that,
nasty, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know who's gonna win this series because of the Diamondbacks. I mean, everyone's counted them out like literally every single series.
I called Diamondbacks like 3 weeks ago.
I know, yeah, you did say that. I think they had one of the lowest odds. Like the highest odds for at the start of the playoffs.
Yeah.
They were definitely
who they verse in the wild card? Was
it
the Brewers?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not too sure who they played in the first round, but yeah, they had to go through the Dodgers.
Yeah, and then they had to go to the Dodgers
Phillies.
and the hot Phillies, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Did anyone pay attention, watch, or bet on the Fury Ngannou fight?
That's a
I mean,
good.
we
that's a
we
good thing
watched
to bring
it.
up.
We
Yeah,
seen
I
it.
watched it.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
Did Ngannou get robbed?
Personally, I think Ngannou won, but I can see how some people gave it to Fury. But I think Ngannou produced way more damage. So I think
So I think Fury outboxed him, but
Ngannou did the damage.
he
though.
did the damage, and he got an elbow to the face, which was so dirty, dude.
And later in the fight, though, Ngannou gave him a Superman punch, which you
Yeah,
can't
I
do
mean-
in boxing. But
That was actually electric, dude. I fucking love that, dude.
yeah,
That's funny.
But no, I mean, it was good to like. I hate watching boxing sometimes, like with all these celebrity fights, dude, because like some of them are just such a joke, dude. Like that Dylan Dennis Logan Paul fight, that shit was such a joke.
this actually felt like a real boxing.
Yeah,
match,
like
though.
it was
This
actually
good.
like it was like cool to watch because like obviously went the difference. Obviously, in a boxing fight, you're always gonna want to see the knockout.
Yeah.
I think they just gave Fury the win, so his reputation wasn't ruined.
Well,
Yeah,
this
But
is
I do think he lost the fight.
this is pretty.
Still undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool though. The WBC is now gonna officially. I think they are. I saw it on Twitter earlier. Might rank Ngannou in the top 10. So if they rematch, if Ngannou beats him, he's the heavyweight champion of boxing. That'd be
He
sick.
actually looked like a boxer. He didn't look like an MMA fighter.
Yeah, and I know our buddy, Paul, the big fan of this like stance, but MMA fighters are just so much like better than boxers. Just like I know the boxers always beat them in these boxing matches, but that's because it's boxing. There's not a doubt in my mind. Like in a street fight, any UFC fighter would kill a boxer. Like there's not a doubt.
I do think it's UFC.
And that's no disrespect to boxers. Like obviously they're nasty fighters, but UFC guys are a
Dude,
different breed.
I remember like the argument was like if Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor when they were fighting, if it was in a street fight, Floyd would win. I'm like, dude,
McGregor would.
Conor would
kill
slump him in 5 seconds.
I wish they were supposed to do a rematch in UFC.
And that never happened.
McGregor would have killed him in 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Not even with like a knockout. He would have him in a submission in 10 seconds.
And McGregor's not even a submissionist, but he would be able to do it against Floyd. 100%.
Moose
But I wish I bet on it, but
Yeah, Moose, you just signing off, buddy?
But
I guess before the fight too, Ngannou was like crazy heavy underdog. Towards the end of like the 10th or 9th round, he was actually the favorite. But then the judges.
He was minus 130, and I was thinking about like taking it. And
it's
I was
kind of
like,
sad to see that they gave Fury the loss. I mean the win. Like I don't know. Like Ngannou's story, like his backstory is so sick. Like he's a
he
beast.
worked in like the sand mines and he just got huge.
That's why he's
and-
so strong and like a beast. Like,
Oh, dude, he's awesome. I love Ngannou.
he's up there in age, which is like
Yeah.
surprising.
I hate to kind of revert off the topic, but something in this game just like made me kind of furious, dude. This fucking Chargers team, Brandon Staley, dude, they draft this guy Quentin Johnson in the first round. I don't know if you guys ever watched him in college at TCU, but he was absolutely electric. Like, really one of the main reasons why TCU even made that run last year. And they don't even use him.
No, I know. I get that aggravation too, but at the same time, I feel like he's one of those just college receivers.
His draft comparison was Calvin Johnson.
I know, but why draft him in the first
No,
round if you're not going to
100%.
use him?
I agree with that.
And it's
No
not
doubt.
it's not even that, dude. Dude, every game he hasn't gotten more than 3 targets.
Yeah, no. It's
So it's either
ridiculous.
Justin Herbert doesn't like him or Brandon Staley doesn't.
You would have thought too with the Mike Williams ACL tear that he would have got the wide receiver too, but it went straight
And
to
honestly,
Palmer.
Quentin kind of had a similar play style to Mike Will. I feel like I thought it would have been perfect.
He doesn't even get deep
Awful.
balls. Like
Yeah.
you've seen that, he's got a screen.
Yeah,
that's not what he's
exactly,
for.
dude. Like he's a speedster, dude. He gets down the fucking field.
And he's a big fucking body too. He
Yeah.
can go up and over. Like at college, all of his like plays were deep bombs. Like
How is
bombs.
Palmer already back? He was literally screaming
Yeah.
in pain.
Probably just scare.
Should we just get into the draft now?
We should. I actually forgot that was the last part.
I was just thinking because like so we're not dragging it on.
Yeah. All right. Draft of horror movie villain characters.
I
I'm gonna
got
have to
first
use my.
tonight,
I'm gonna have
right?
to use my phone for this one because I actually did
I didn't
not
make a
write down a
list.
list.
So I think the order
So-
tonight is me 1, followed 2, Joe 3, Music 4.
Yeah, I have 3.
You on the list? I'm gonna have to cheat.
Yeah, this isn't in any order. I just wrote
What's-
the names.
what's
like,
the
this
order?
isn't my power rankings. Oh, it's me, then you, Joseph, then Music.
Wow.
We could share this then.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my old movie list, but then
Alrighty.
might run out.
Because this isn't like my personal rankings. This is just a
Yeah.
list of names. How many rounds we
doing?
doing?
Just horror movie villains.
Yeah. 5 rounds?
Well, are we gonna count like just to add more people like Patrick Bateman or like?
You could do that,
'Cause
yeah.
he kind of is like a, and like
Like we said last time, fucking draft the shark from Jaws. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's respectable.
Just
yeah,
so-
shark.
Gabagool, just so we can have more rounds. Like
no, yeah, we'll just do 5. Like, what would we do for the horror movies? 5 rounds?
Tony Soprano,
Correct.
first round.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna make the graph for last week's episodes tomorrow and I post it.
So, we good to start, or you guys need a minute?
I am
I'm
good
good.
to start.
I took Halloween last time, and I feel like he's the most iconic. Just give me Michael Myers.
All right, I'm gonna take him now because I feel like he'll definitely get scooped, and I want him bad. Give
You're
me
going to take him?
Pennywise.
You're a scum. Thought he was my second round pick.
Hiya, Georgie.
Give me it's me right,
Yes.
Freddy Krueger.
Fuck.
Right.
You my list, buddy?
That was my first pick. Nah, yeah, I guess I went with Friday the 13th for my movie, so looks like we're going with Jason. That hockey mask, fucking machete.
You get back to back.
Alright, dude, this is like the same thing as my movies. We'll take We'll take the clown dude from Saw. The little clown.
Jigsaw?
Yeah.
Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Kid said.
We'll take Jigsaw, but then for the picture, do like the little clown guy on the bike.
I'm gonna take Ghostface.
Fuck you. You're actually a piece of shit.
Dude, you took Michael Myers.
I'm gonna
I don't
take.
even have Scream written down.
I'm gonna take a fellow short king, Chucky.
Nice. It was either gonna be him or.
I think Joe's got the best team so far.
Who's turning to me?
Yeah.
With one of my picks,
Yeah, back to back.
I'll take Leatherface.
Nice.
Chainsaw. With my other pick, give me Jack from The Shining.
Fuck you, dude. I thought he was gonna sleep.
I'll trade you.
I was
for
about to take
Ghostface.
him next pick.
Can we trade? No, I'm kidding.
Give me the shark from Jaws.
I love it, dude. I love that
Give me
pick.
the shark.
It's a good pick.
The mechanical shark. Your turn.
Let's see, Liz.
Or no, Joseph's turn. Right?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, that's a good one.
Give me.
This one?
No.
Give me Pinhead.
Oh, I was just looking at him for my next pick. What movie is that again?
I think it's just called Pinhead.
No, I thought the movie was called something else.
Sure, you a fucking Pinhead.
You're a fucking pinhead, Larry.
Oh,
buddy.
Hellraiser. Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, yeah.
Oh, I'm Dirty Dan.
Am I up?
No,
Yeah.
I'm literally Dirty Dan, dude, with the cowboy hat.
Yeah, you are. Dirty Ryan.
Dirty stuff.
Whose pick is it?
Absolute filthy, rotten stuff.
It's Music back to back.
I'm up.
You have the back to back.
We'll be taking Annabelle. Doll.
Oh, yeah.
And what else is on there? I'm not too sure if this is technically a horror movie, but Predator.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
You can count that.
Word.
I'm gonna take Reagan McNeil from Exorcist.
That Pazuzu?
Yeah.
Same thing?
Has anyone taken Hannibal Lecter yet?
I have
No.
not.
He's still up there.
He hasn't even seen Sounds of the Lamb.
I don't know if
Okay.
everyone's seen this movie, but he is an iconic, like, horror villain. Candyman?
Yeah. Bro, he's iconic.
No, I know. I just don't know if anyone's hip to him.
Candyman.
His movies are kind of fire, honestly. You know what? This is my fifth pick, right? Last
Yeah,
pick.
last
I'll just
pick.
take Patrick Bateman.
Nice.
Bateman. Shit, I don't know who I'm gonna take. I really don't watch that much horror movies, to be honest.
This one's kind of iconic, though.
Number 3.
You know what? Does Frankenstein play?
Yeah,
That's
Okay.
a great pick.
Well, actually, it's technically Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein was a scientist. Just saying.
the green guy.
Whatever. I'm taking Frankenstein. You
Is it
can,
me last
He's
pick?
alive.
Yeah.
Badass.
Me last pick.
Yeah.
Frank from Donnie Darko.
I didn't even think of him. I wasn't sure. That's a good pick.
Yeah,
I
he's-
like him
he's
a
like
lot.
Back to back
Horror
Franks, dude.
Last pick of the draft.
Yes.
We will be taking a classic here. Give me Dracula.
Nice.
What about Nosferatu?
Ooh. Who turned the lights
No,
off?
it's who's flickering the lights?
All right.
Nosferatu.
I think that was a pretty short podcast.
It was. Do you guys want to go over some honorables, though, for this draft? Or?
I don't have really any honorables, to be
The only
honest.
other names I had, really, were, like, the entity from It Follows, Carrie. You took Predator, right?
Yeah.
Samantha Morgan.
The Thing.
Yeah, The Thing. Samantha Morgan
Carrie's
from
a
The
good
Ring.
one.
Last one is probably, like, maybe The Babadook.
Oh, yo, I got a.
Babadook.
You know what that is?
I had a pointer for our last draft. One of our buddies said, they said I should have went with Scary Movie. I was like,
technically,
damn.
yeah,
I
no.
was like, damn,
Would,
dude, that was a good one.
Would, like, Negan play?
Well, it's a
No.
TV show.
Yeah, no, because it's a TV show.
If we were doing, like, we know what we could do for a draft in the future.
Just villains? Yeah, just villains.
Oh, yeah,
TV
no, I'd
show and
100%.
movie.
I'd like that a lot.
Yeah, like, dude, you can literally do any villain. Like,
Would Plankton be in play for that?
Yeah.
draft?
Plankton
Yeah.
would absolutely be in
Dude,
play.
that draft is going to be fucking nuts.
Dude, you can do like Mr. Crocker from like fucking Fairly Odd Parents, dude.
That's awesome.
I actually saw someone with a Mr. Crocker. Tinkleberg, dude. Yeah. I actually saw someone with Mr. Crocker
That dress
costume. He had like a beard though, so like I didn't know what he was like dressed as. So I was like, yo, dude, like, what's your costume? And he was like, Denzel Crocker, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, here we go, parents. But like he had like the right like suit and everything. Like I just didn't know what it was because he had a beard.
Yeah, the evil crimson chin.
Yeah, dude, like you could literally do you could do like Dr. Doofenshmirtz from like
no, you
Phineas
could.
and
I
Ferb.
didn't know. Like
We could do 8 rounds for that one.
All right. That pretty much wraps the show up for today, everyone. We're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify now, so follow all links down below. Spotify, Apple, TikTok, Instagram. We're on all of them.
Use code
Check
Breaking
us out.
Bets for 30% off on absolutely nothing because we're not sponsored by anything.
That was good. That was rich.
But yeah, no, like Nick said, we're on all platforms now. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. We're working on other platforms to get on because we want to build a community and actually get this show rolling.
Maybe get on Twitter. Or
Yeah,
X.
we do need to make a Twitter actually, so we can start, making our own plays and like, I think we need to start Nick Cedrone told me this the other day, last night. He was saying like, I think we need to all start making like our separate accounts so we can maybe get some content, maybe get some followers on that, so it can kind of
100%.
transfer over to our main account. But also a shout out to we just hit a nice milestone on TikTok, 100 followers. Obviously, not much, but hey,
What are we on
I would
at?
rather take 100 loyal fans than 1,000 fans who don't give a shit. Because honestly, there has been quite a few people who have followed us, who like every single post, they interact with us, and we really do appreciate it. It does not go unseen.
Big time.
Oh, did we lose the pot this week anywhere?
Unfortunately, my bad. I did not.
So
I posted the poll for people to vote on, and I had like the wheel and everything. Like I asked Musik, I made it last night.
Yeah, he was
like,
about to do it at the bar.
and then like I just like didn't do it, and then like I realized like this morning, like once the games kicked off, because I realized I didn't even post our picks on Instagram, and I was like, oh fuck, we can't even do the pot now. So
Damn. But
is it 45 again next week? Or we up it at the 50?
No up. We don't raise it.
yeah, I guess we can just do
Invalid.
45.
We didn't
No.
bring this up.
No.
Fuck you, Michael Pittman. Another week not wearing his shit.
Yup, the bet succeeded.
Michael Pittman. He did score the touchdown, but he only had 40
Not actually
yards.
not fuck you because like I like his. It's just bad situation.
I have him on actually one of my fantasy rosters.
Yeah, I'm
too.
actually a fan, of Michael Pittman. If you ever want to come to the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, another week we survived. I think what are we like 3-0 now on Michael Pittman bets? We should like actually start because I don't know if his over under would ever be at like 70 yards. So that's the only thing. Like I don't think you'd be able to like bet him under 70 yards and like under touchdown or something like that. But like I don't know.
No, I think on DraftKings you could do the under, like change the under to like under 100. Like,
Yeah.
you could do shit like
But
that.
it would be like extreme favorited.
Oh,
It'd be
100%.
gross. It'd
Yeah.
be gross.
But no, we're 3-0. We're 3-0 on Michael Pittman bets. So
But I was gonna say the 100 followers too. What are we only like month and a half in?
yeah,
That's good.
Yeah,
month and a
8
half
weeks.
in.
8 weeks.
Yeah, another thing is we had a obviously our most viewers on Spotify, Apple, across all podcast platforms. We had a lot of viewers come in from obviously Fat Boys Cards helped us a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Fat Boys Cards, and thank you to all his followers who checked us out.
Yeah,
We had the interview with him.
Shout out any new followers from
Shout out
Fat Boy
Wild.
Cards. Yeah, if Wild, Denver. If, you guys following us up and watching this one. Shout out you guys.
Yeah, let's go catch a. No, I don't like the Broncos. Sorry, buddy.
Live fast, die fast.
No,
if you're
Wild's
not
from
first, you're
Texas.
last.
Oh, he's from Texas. I thought you said Denver.
That's Denver, but Wild is from
There's
Texas.
Wild in Denver.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are the
Well,
boys.
whatever. I hate Denver, anyways. But yeah, great podcast, boys. Thank you again to all our loyal fans. More content to come, obviously. Catch us next Friday. Thank you. Love you guys.